Welcome back to the Forge Podcast, where you have me and a guest. The guest star today is actually a star. He's amazing. He just dropped an album. His name is Devontae. Welcome, Devontae. Welcome back.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's good?
So, you want to talk about your album?
Bro, I mean,
Again?
what is there to say, bro?
There really isn't much to say other than listen to the fucking album.
I mean, yeah, that of course, obviously, go show love. But yeah, Triple Nine in the building, man. Know what it is. Russia warns the U.S. of unpredictable consequences for overstepping boundaries.
Overstepping boundaries.
According to the diplomatic note obtained by the Washington Post, Russia is warning the United States and NATO that shipments of the most sensitive weapon systems to Ukraine were adding fuel to the conflict there and could bring about unpredictable consequences.
Interesting.
United States senior administration official says what the Russians are telling us privately is precisely what we've been telling the world publicly, that the massive amount of assistance that we've been providing our Ukrainian partners is proving extraordinarily effective. What do y'all think about this? I think that I'm not worried about fucking Russia. I don't give a shit about the niggas.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them.
Not worried about them. But I think what everyone wants to know, Bub. Yeah, that's right. I said Bub on the podcast. What everyone wants to know is what's going on with Forge. What's going on in the life of Forge? Bro?
You know, that is a good point. You know, I never talk about me on this. I'm always
exactly
interviews.
You're always deferring to the guest.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm that nigga. But guess what? He is also that nigga. Yeah, that's right. On God.
Exactly. I have been certified.
Facts.
Well, in my life.
I have a question for you. What's better? Morning head, morning sex, morning coffee, or morning blunt?
What are you looking at over there?
What? It's an instant. Just answer the question. It doesn't matter what I'm looking at.
Okay. What is it again?
What's better? Morning head, morning sex, morning coffee, or morning blunt? That's tough to say.
Yeah, it's based on the scenario. All right.
I would
say waking up to like morning head. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
unprompted morning head. I wake up. Oh, you know. All right. Go on. Proceed.
Morning. I'm torn between morning sex and a morning blunt.
Like that's the thing. All right. Waking up to head is nice, but then it will just turn into sex. So I guess morning sex, but then it'll be head sexed, then the blunt, then the coffee. They have it in the wrong order.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They got it in the wrong order.
So,
but nah, bro. Yeah, we definitely should always, I don't know, get some Forge information out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the people need to know about the creator of this podcast because he is that. He's a fucking creator. He's a creative mind. Like, and he's bound to do great things. Like, no cap.
Factual indeed.
Factual.
Yeah, no, I mean, for right now, honestly, it's really not too much per se going on, other than, I'm working on my album. It's gonna be dropping on my birthday, June 17th. I mean, it's really in between this podcast and music as of right now.
Okay.
I'm streaming again here and there, but nothing overboard like I used to. Yeah, I mean, I'm working on myself, my health, making sure everything gets better, making sure everything goes the right direction for, especially this podcast. You know, there isn't this podcast without the host, so I gotta be taking care of myself.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, nah, bro. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to focus on myself. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's kind of what the album's for. Birthday present to myself and no one
Okay.
else. I mean, everyone is gonna be able to hear it, obviously, but it's mainly for myself. Me putting my best foot forward. I'm not gonna lie. I'm stressing over the album because I want it to be perfect. I don't
Yeah.
want anyone to be able to say, "Ah, that shit's trash," or one of the songs, "Oh, you did eh." No, I want it to be a full improvement. That's why, like,
Honestly, bro, it's like this. Man, you can't give a fuck what nobody say no more. It don't matter because
well, yeah.
you got nigga everybody in the world that we live in now. Everybody got a platform. Everyone.
Mhm.
Everybody has a platform with social media, and they can literally go up to anybody's page, be like, "You a bitch, you a lick, whatever."
Mhm.
So nigga, you'll have 20, 30 motherfuckers over here be like, "Yo, this nigga Cade, this nigga Reloaded, this nigga is the most fire white boy I've ever fucking seen in my life." And then you'll have another 50, 60 niggas over here in the fucking corner. Man, this nigga Reloaded, that nigga a bitch, that nigga black, da 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 da. It don't matter. It don't matter because nigga, both of them, you getting revenue, success, growth off of both people
Yeah.
because it's the thing. I had one of my first little haters, if you want to call it that. I mean, I really haven't had too many people say anything, but I have, what I'm saying, one of my first little hate comments, and it didn't have a negative effect either way. Like, I didn't let what the person said bother me. I like this comment because I'm just like, okay, that means I'm doing something right, obviously, because you're
Yeah.
probably just upset at the fact that you can't spit a 16 like that, but this random nigga can. So and it'd
Right.
be like, but in turning him sitting there being like, oh yeah, commenting on my page, what's that do for me? That gets more views. More
Mhm.
people go look at it and they're like, "Oh no, this nigga over here, he tripping, bro. That shit was like."
More interactions. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, either way, you eating
Yeah.
the hate. That's why I said, that's why I said, nigga, the haters pay my bills because they do. They ultimately are gonna pay my bills at the end of the day. Because nigga, if they going out of their way to wake up, get on their social, hop in my live to see what I'm doing and comment and say this and say that. What's that doing for me?
Yeah.
That's just more interaction. More fans are gonna be like, yo, why he say this? Go listen to it. Yo, this nigga tripping. Go back at him in the comments, bro. You lame. This nigga fire. Like, so it's just like, hey, it is what it is. You gotta
Yeah.
welcome it all. You gotta welcome it all because it comes with the territory.
Yeah, that is fair. Cause like,
And another thing, if you know
huh,
in your head and in your heart,
yeah,
like in here, like deep inside, if
he's
you know,
pointing at his chest. By the way.
if you know that you put in the work, you put in the time, you put in the effort,
Yeah.
you let it happen organically,
Mhm.
you're not gonna have any problems. Because that was like my thing with my album. I was like, oh no, like I gotta get everything. No, I
Yeah.
just need
Yeah.
to keep sitting there making music, and letting it happen organically. And that's why my album, after I went back and like said it sounds completely different. It tells a story. It has a point.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm trying to. I mean, I'm not
But and I didn't
professionally like.
even, and that's what I'm saying to you. I didn't set out to do that. Like you were there for the whole process. It was like, oh, I gotta come hard on every song. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta talk my shit. I gotta say this. I gotta say that. I like da 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 whatever. I didn't like when we started getting to the later points of it. I just stopped doing that. I'm just like, you know what? I just need to let the music happen. I need to stop trying to.
Force shit out.
Yeah, I got something to prove, but I don't have to sit there and get on the mic and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to prove it every single time. Like I got to prove it to this person. I got to prove it to that person. I got no. The only person I got to prove it to is me.
Yeah.
That's the only person I got to prove it to is me. So that's why I sat there and did. I got there and you right there with me, and I'm just like, bro, don't overthink that shit. Fuck trying to do what this nigga did or what that nigga did or what this nigga wants you to do, what that nigga wants you to do. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Talk about what you want to talk about. Like really get in your bag. And I did. And that shit came out as a story, as like a point to it all. Like it's not I'm just sitting there making lyrics and writing music. I'm actually getting a point across that a lot of people can relate to, that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, can kind of take little notes from and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, this how Devontae handled his shit. Like, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna apply that to my life and
Yeah.
hope it works for me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what can happen for them? They might be the
True.
next fucking Michael Jordan. They might be the next fucking major doctor. They might be the
Yeah.
next one. Like you just don't know, bro. You
Who
just don't.
knows? They could end up being your heart surgeon or something. You know, you never know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they could go on to do something in business. Like you just never know the impact that your actions could have on another person. And so that's why I say to you, don't worry about like trying to get on the mic and prove yourself to these people. Nigga, the only person you got to prove it to is you.
That's
Like,
why I'm doing the albums, because it's more of trying to prove it to
like,
myself. Because if
like,
I
sit
feel
there.
comfortable with it,
Even if the song don't come out the way that you wanted it to, don't force it.
yeah.
Take it. Take it. If it's a song that you're like, man, I really want I really want to get this. I really want to get this. Take that
Hmm.
bitch. Set it to the side for a minute. Go do another song completely different. See how that turns out. If that one turns out good, you like, all right, that shit fire. Then you come back and you're gonna have things, keys in your head where you're gonna be like, oh, you know what? I should have put this here. I should have put that there. And then
Yeah, that's
boom.
happened a few times. That's happened a few times.
Because nigga, you saw me with Overkill. That's the only song I had.
Yeah.
Like, and I went back and redid it. And it sounded much better the second time.
Wasn't it originally on the album?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, especially because I started producing your whole album, and then we did the two features and whatnot. Kind of, obviously pushed me, but when I started working on my album, I saw what you meant finally about like, you want to put your best foot forward. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I want people to be able to see my progress over time because that's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what the album is gonna be, is just people seeing my progress. Because if I don't feel comfortable with a song, right, and I don't think it's that good, I put it off to the side, and it still might be in the album, but it's probably gonna be like a bonus or like something like on the tail end,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or maybe even like take those and make it into an EP before the album releases.
There you go.
But that's why I'm trying to like I want to be able to have a full album that can more or less show progress. Not really tell a story because I mean I did that with my last one, and I want to be able to save more stories for later on when I have actual fame. But I just want to make sure that people know my progress and that I can do multiple things. Like I showed that on my last album by going through an R&B phase. Now I'm going through the rapping phase. Who knows what comes next? I'm just proving to myself and the world that I can do anything. You want me to do it? I can probably do it. Like, so when it comes to a business standpoint, especially, I can take this podcast and so many other things a very good direction. And I'm obviously excited, but it's going to take a while for any of that to like lift off completely and have a full effect. But as of right now, I'm doing great. I'm not caring about the views. I'm not caring about what anyone says. I'm just like, I don't want anyone to have the thought of like, oh, what is he doing on this track? Like, what is he doing? Or what was the point of it? That's why like a couple of my songs are kind of like that. I'm like, this don't make no damn sense. This only, all right. I'm just gonna put this off to the side. I gotta, I need to put this down. What am I doing? Because half of them are like that I've tried to like start, and I have like half songs of. It's like, wait, I can't do this. I don't even have the weed to do this right now. No. I don't got nothing to like sit on this track. Like this would be like later on in life, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, like, hey, here's a little teaser of something. What do y'all think? No, okay. Fans don't like this. I don't like it either. So let's just drop. Like part of it is that I try to be at least a little bit vague in my music, so that it can apply, not just myself.
Yeah, facts.
Cause like, not to go dark here, but like if I put like one of my PTSD traumatic effects in as a lyric on one of my songs, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Some kid somewhere might be like, "Bro, I thought I was by myself."
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, you already know what I've been through, so I'm saying something like fucking ridiculous, like extreme, that would be more exclusive to myself, and people would, uh, as I don't have a fan base, and people are looking at my music from the outside and don't know me, that is kind of weird.
I mean, yeah,
I gotta make sure I have the fan base.
This is the point. This is the point in time where nigga being weird is a trend.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like,
bro, the Island Boys. That's all I gotta say.
Oh God, no. But that's the thing. That was catchy. That was. Plus, they half looked like 6ix9ine's babies.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They look like some couple of fucking goofy niggas.
Island Boy. No, we're gonna get copyrighted. I need to stop.
Yeah.
But no, bro. I don't know. It's a good process. I'm really enjoying it. I love it, and I can't wait for everyone to hear it. It's just, like I said, I want to put my best foot forward for myself. Not really for anyone else, just for myself. Just because I know I can do it. Also, like that, it feels so close, but even though it's like so far away, like it's very hard to deal with the whole, oh, it's in 2 months. It's like, it's not even 2 months away at this point. But, yeah, I mean, guess that's really it.
Hey, that's what I did. Like with I think mine might have been. Maybe. Well, yeah, about 2 months because been working on this before.
It's like
It was like
feels like just
like
about like
came in,
Christmas ish.
came in like I really started like work like ramping up
Oh
like
yeah,
the beginning of March,
yeah,
but because I was just like, you know, I'm saying all my shit like, you know, we got next like April's literally next month, bro, so we gotta
yeah. But
but
that's the thing. You've
but
been working on this longer.
before that I had like 7 songs like, but some of them I did not put on the album because at that point in time they were good to me. They were great. But then as my flow kept evolving and evolving and I kept getting better and better, I'm like, no, like these shits are head and shoulders above when I was working on this at this time. So it's like I said, bro, you just gotta let it happen organically and
Yeah.
let that shit come out and speak. And whatever you do, bro, do not get don't get complacent and don't get in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like speak what's on your mind. Let people know who Cade is while also leaving room for themselves, like you said, you know what I'm saying, you know, so that they can apply it. Obviously not too focused on yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
like let people know that there's more to the man than they think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's all I want to see because
I
I know
mean, I literally say in I mean not half of them, but like part of my lyrics, I go like, you don't know my story.
facts.
You don't know, cause what I'm doing with this album is very different from what I did from my last. So don't go in expecting, hey, this is gonna be completely R&B. He's gonna be talking about love and sad and shit. No,
No.
no, I'm killing shit. I am killing shit, bruh. I am going for people's heads and throats. This is my shit. My album is for me.
Yeah, this is fucking Cade, bitch. It's K. Oh God, nigga reloaded.
hmm
Nigga reloaded.
But that's the thing. The only reason why I'm worried about time is because, okay, look, yeah, we started both working together on your album, like a whole, more so in depth, like a whole month beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that's the thing. You can get multiple songs done in a day. With me, I have issues getting sometimes even one song done in a day. So it's like, okay, I gotta make sure I have enough by that time.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that I want more than 10. And right now, if I go in, I'm gonna go into my album track list. I have 7 official songs with 1 undecided. So that's 8. So I'm
Yeah.
not that far from 10, but I want more. You know, each time I create one, I want more. I want another song added on. You know, I want more than just 10. I want more than 15. I want more than 20 half the time. Sometimes I just want to say fuck it, go with a Young Boy album and go 30. But I mean, obviously that is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous expectation for, between
That
now.
I mean, it's not really a ridiculous expectation. It's just like right now, you got to think like, yeah, there's the music side of it, but there's also a business side.
Yeah.
And you got to factor that business side in a lot more times than not. That's why a lot of artists fail when they start out because they don't be thinking about the business. They're just like, oh man, you know, music. Hey, bro, there's a whole other side to this that you got to factor in. And you just don't want to give the fans too much of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be able to like me, like I want, like when I set out, I was like, oh yeah, bro, I want to like make so much music that I can drop a whole album and still have music left over. I have one song. That's all I
Yeah.
got. After I drop my album, I have one song.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I've got to completely go in and create a whole new catalog.
yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. Like I'm not
But
complaining at
that's
all.
what I'm saying because I am also your producer. So like I'm working on your stuff. I'm working on my own. I got this podcast to edit, and then yeah, I'm occasionally streaming whatever, and then I also have doctor's appointments. So like I am a naturally busy person,
Mm-hmm.
and when it comes to my album, I want to make sure that I put the proper right times and get it
That's
to the point
why. That's
of
why you want to know what you need to do, nigga. You need to get
get some weed. Yes, I know.
no.
Oh.
I mean, sure, but you need to get in the studio when I get in the studio. Like it needs to be our studio sessions need to be like 6 hours.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
our studio sessions need to be like 6 hours. Like we need to get in there and we need to get like five songs minimum for both of us. 5 songs for you, 5 songs for me. Just
A
in
day?
that
Oh
six
god.
hour period. Like and we're working together. Like we're both like critiquing, editing shit like you know what I'm saying? Like, oh bro, I think you should put this here, or I think this would sound like really, really great
It's gonna
if
be
you put
so
it
much
like
easier
here.
when we live together, bro. That's gonna be so much easier. Oh yeah, for y'all who don't know, this man is literally my brother, so we're gonna be moving in with each other at some point. So yeah, yeah, it it's gonna be an interesting household. A lot of vlogging is gonna go on. It's gonna be documented.
Flood tops. Gonna be flood tops.
Yeah, honestly, I might even like start that like whenever I come in wherever the fuck we gonna be,
Oh God.
just start some editing shit up. Get know a vlog, every other day or something, every week, whatever. Us in the studio, us going shopping, us doing some bullshit, whatever.
I'm thinking about going on a actually not even thinking. I think that's just what we need to do. We need to go on a massive media run. Like what I mean is getting ourselves out there. Like we need to be constantly posting,
Mhm.
constantly, you know what I'm saying, just constantly making music, constantly posting, constantly sharing, you know what I'm saying, interacting with people, fans, whatever, such and such. And
Yeah, actually, for those who do
if we
listen to the
both do that,
podcast,
if we both do that, nigga, we can go by that at that point we can go wherever we want.
mhm,
Because we got a couple routes we can take this thing. Like to we can go straight independent or we can go straight to a label.
yeah, that's true.
That's just all on, you know what I'm saying, what you feel like is the best choice for your career. That's not a decision that, you know what I'm saying, either one of us can make for each other. That's just a decision we have to reach on our own. But
Yeah,
saying we just need to like get out there.
true.
Like we're both very, very antisocial.
Yeah,
It, it's it can affect you to a point where you're just like, don't like you kind of like hold yourself back from some things. Cause
yeah.
like I was thinking to myself last night, I'm like when I posted my album on Twitter and shit, and I'm like, oh God. Like I kind of like just got anxious all of a sudden. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why am I feeling like this? And it's because, like, bro, sitting there doing that,
You don't know who's gonna see
and
it.
then it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, I got 10K on Twitter, and then next thing you know, LeBron James likes one of my songs, and then it's over. My life as I know it is gone. Like, there's no hiding anymore. Everyone knows who you are, what
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
It's over. So it's like that I kind of like I can't let myself get scared basically. Like I mean like just and I mean that's coming from a nigga like I ain't scared of shit. Like don't get it twisted. Like I'll say that on the podcast. I will beat a nigga ass, just letting you know. But getting scared of like, you know what I'm saying?
The
Like nigga, your
unknown.
whole life is out there. Like
Yeah,
you out there. There's no going back after that.
yeah.
So it's
Especially on
like,
this
you know,
podcast. That's kind of
that
what like.
hesitancy, that hesitancy can creep in. And I'm just like, nope, nope, don't do it. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I had to, that's why I like I made myself post it. Because I'm like, nah, bro, like you gotta, this day, it's your time now. Like you gotta own this shit. You gotta like, you
Plus, we gotta
talented.
start posting each other's shit all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to myself in the mirror, I'm like, nigga, you talented. Like, you got it. You got the bag of skills. I'm like, bro,
Now it's time to show the world.
now it's time to show the world. Like, you can't waste this, bro. You can't waste this. You gotta do it. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Steady pushing yourself every day.
We coming out of hiding.
God, coming out the shadows, nigga. You know what? I think that's what my next album gonna be called. We'll call my next album Shadows.
Well, you already know what my album is called, but I'm leaving that for the unknown.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Y'all don't get to know.
No one get to know yet.
Yeah, y'all can know about mine, but nope. Cade stays a secret. Y'all can't. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Privy. That's only few are privy to that kind of info.
Oh yes.
Only few.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like I said, the album is honestly just less of a story and just more of a point that I can
That you can do this shit.
yeah, I
That you
can
do
do
this
it and
shit.
I can do it
You
for
are.
myself.
You are. That you belong here.
Mhm.
It is a point that you belong here. That you belong in this industry in this game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's especially a point to myself that
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I I
That you
need
are
to make.
capable. You are capable of doing things that you never thought possible.
Oh
Trust
yeah.
me. I know the feeling. Cause it's like, bro, like that's I was when Bauer was here when he came to see my apartment and stuff, and I'm like, bro, like I was letting him listen to the album early and shit, and I'm like, dude, does this sound like the trimmer that wanted to be the NBA star?
Nah.
And he's straight up like that's bro on God. Shout out Bauer. That's bro on God, and he's straight up. He's like bro, not like nowhere near. It's completely different. Like it's a completely different person.
Mhm. And that's the thing, like so people don't understand how like producers work sometimes cuz like it's funny. Um some people just sit there and be like, "How do you like constantly sit there and listen to the lyrics over and over again? Like how do you just sit in one spot and replay the same shit over again?" You don't listen to it at all. That's kind of the key. You don't listen to anything you're listening to. You don't listen to the lyrics. You don't let yourself get into it. You have to sit there and focus on, okay, does this sound okay? Does this sound right? Is this the right pitch? Is this, you're looking for all those little things. So, in the end of the day, you get to hear, oh, the recording, someone gives you for their vocals, and then you get to listen to it again afterwards and be proud of it. You know, that's why creating your whole album and helping produce it changed the way I looked at a lot of things, especially the producing aspect and an artist aspect, because I've been learning how to. I'm trying to take the time out of my days to watch YouTube videos, get the correct auto tunes, understand how some of these things work. Still don't understand it fully, but
He's a goddamn good fucking producer because he's talented.
Oh yeah.
So I decided I had to get that out there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm even like searching more about the podcast and everything. I have no idea exactly what an RSS feed is, but all I know is that it's something with code, and I desperately need it to make sure that it can. It's basically a Instagram, I'm guessing. If anyone knows anything about these things, please tell me. But it's basically an Instagram feed of, okay, you post your podcast, but it's a link that goes to Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. You can post that link to those sites, and it automatically updates from the RSS feed. So whatever you post on the RSS feed goes immediately to all those things. And from what I've found, I'm going to have to make another SoundCloud account because they automatically have RSS feeds attached to whatever you upload. But I have to research that more because I don't know if I need a specific upgrade. I don't know. I know that some of these services require money and stuff, so yeah, it's a lot more in depth than I thought. But you got it. yeah, it's just everyone's always looking for a cop out on these things. Mm-hmm. Especially you see those ads on YouTube oh, my work's getting harder, blah 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 blah. But when I use this and you use this, click this link and you'll get a free 30-day trial, blah 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 blah. It'll make shit so much easier for you. Well, yes. But no, you gotta put in the work. If you want to be good, you actually have to sit there and do the work. I didn't get to the rapping portion of my music style by just doing it. No. Part of it was, I had to get myself mentally prepared for it because I didn't want to crush it. That's why I went into the R&B shit, so I could just smooth, melodic. I can easily, without anyone saying anything, repeat my words and go with hooks and stuff. But with rapping, you can't really do that. There's just the rapping and then maybe a hook. That is one time, more often than not. Because half the time when you're rapping, you're going to be on with other people. When you're on a feature, you're not going to have the chance to sit there and be like, oh, let me just repeat this thing again. Mm-hmm. But I had to sit there and learn how to lyricize. I had to understand how to create lyrics. You can't just be that's why I don't use writer's block. I can't. I refused. Rhymer's block, whatever. I don't know. I refuse to use it because it forces my brain to automatically have to create my own lyrics. I completely get it, but here and there, obviously, I do go on to what rhymes with whatever, rhyme zone or whatever. The whole idea of what rhymes with orange, you know what I mean? Because some things you just gotta be okay, what could closely rhyme to this, but what could also somewhat rhyme with this so that I could alter the way I say it so that it sounds like it does. But yeah, so you gotta do that shit for yourself. You can't cop out, you know. Yeah, that's just me. I personally feel like I have to force myself to actually sit there and do the work. Because for one, it feels so much better. I know I'm not copping out. I know I'm not trying to find an easy way out. I want this for myself, so I'm going to do it the proper way. There's no point of doing something if you're not going to do the proper way.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna if you truly love something, you'll put the time and effort in to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that it is nourished and cared for like you want it to be.
As much as I hate to have to say this, for anyone out there, this applies to everything, not just
Mhm.
yourself, not just music, not just the
Not
videos
just
you're
the
making.
business profession, life,
Yeah,
life in general.
yeah. This applies to your job. This applies to relationships as well. You have to put
Okay.
in the work. You can't just sit there and find cop outs. I have to sit there and do the work because it's
You gotta
very
be willing to
important.
put the time in, buddy.
Mm-hmm. And,
Hey, bro.
if you have mental health conditions, like, and I'm going to disclose this, but, honestly, the both of us here, we have our issues. Clearly, we got shit to work out that we want to be heard. Um, you gotta really put in that time to get better. Don't don't let yourself sit there and wallow in it, because I did that for way too long, and it
This man is
really,
spitting right. This
yeah,
man is spitting.
yeah, I did that for way too long, and it literally affected my body. I am in a position where technically I should no longer be here, but thankfully, because I'm putting in the work, you have to put in the work and the care and the time for yourself to actually do something, to prove to yourself that you can do it. Because although I may not know everyone that listens to this, I believe in everyone that listens to this because I know everyone can do it. Everyone can change, everyone can get better. There is no, oh, you can't teach old dog new tricks. No, that is a lie. You can teach anyone anything. You can learn for yourself at any point in time about anything.
Factual.
So, yeah,
So the message today,
was an
take away
entry from Cade? Yes.
from this beautiful to take away from this beautiful podcast, the message for everyone today. It is literally, in case you need a daily reminder, it is in my SoundCloud bio. Jared Higgins. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this life, and I'm living proof.
And for people who did not know who Jared Higgins was, it's Juice World. So,
Yeah, if you don't know that man's name, something wrong with you.
or you're just
Just
not a
gonna
Juice
say
fan.
that now. Anyone? Hey, if you don't know his name, I don't want to talk to you. That's
But yeah, so like, it's honestly a really good healing process, especially with the music. I'm enjoying every bit of it that I do, even at the parts where I'm like, this doesn't make no sense. I need to get off this right now. I just need to stop. Like, there's points where I'm making a song, I'm just like, I just completely lost my rhythm. That I forgot what I was doing. Put it down, chill, learn. But yeah. Aw. Aw, look at them. Look at them. I mean, y'all can't look at them, but they're hugging, kissing. I can't even tell at this point.
Hey,
They are kissing now. Yes.
calm down, you hype ass. Hey.
Anyways, so I believe in everyone that listens to this, especially everyone that listens to this, because you took the time out of your day to get to this point of the podcast.
Oh God.
Also, whenever the fuck I do figure out those RSS feeds, I will, whatever it is, I will be posting every little episode on everywhere. So, it is to be decided. There is no expected date for the podcast to be released on any other platform, but it is being checked at and looked at.
Oh my God. It will coming soon.
Coming soon. I will say within the next 6 months, because depending on if there is money needed, that is a vital importance to making sure the podcast stays up. So, yeah, I don't want to.
The episodes will be recurring. It might just be the two of us, and we might be playing games and talking shit, but we will have some content.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We will have
definitely,
content for everyone.
definitely a bit of content. But now that we have did a little bit of focusing for like the past almost 50 minutes on yours truly, we shall get into the weird portion of the podcast. Now, I mean, this isn't. There's odd news that I've been looking up, so this isn't really odd, but it's nice that someone did this. There is a Michigan gardening store that offers free gas with any purchase. Which, if you're in Michigan, good for you. Go. I'll look. Okay. What? I don't even know. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the store. So it's Grow Green in Michigan, Whitmore Lake in Livingston County. So y'all, if you're out there, go there. I guess I'd have no idea where this place is because I'm from New York. So go get your free gas. Oh, so there was this those road signs, like those digital road signs that have like words on them, and the construction people can change it, whatever. Someone took the wheels off that in Ontario. So someone in Canada was not nice. Can you believe it? I actually can. I can believe it. Yeah, the literal. I'll give y'all the news headline for this. In quotes, have you seen my wheels? Tires taken from a digital sign on Ontario Road. So someone literally took the wheels off this thing, and the construction workers changed the sign to say, have you seen my wheels? I think that's quite kind of funny. Yeah, there's not a lot of odd news today, it seems.
Cade's idea of kind of funny is kind of corny.
Yeah, I know. I kind of just use it as an expression.
Cornball!
I just kind of use it as an expression.
He's at a comedy special at a country club.
What the fuck? Okay, what is wrong with rich people, bro?
Anyone on the podcast that hears any buttons clicking, it's my controller.
Yeah, that was good. But bro, what the fuck is wrong with rich people, okay?
A lot. Have you ever seen the Kardashians?
That's a good point. Um, says receipt for invisible artwork auctioned for nearly $1.2 million. Okay, so if you didn't get what I just said,
I did. I did.
I know you did, but for the people that didn't understand, there was literally an invisible art piece, okay? All right. That got sold, whatever, cool. So it's not even real. I don't understand these people. Anyways, so this piece of paper, the receipt for this invisible artwork got sold for $1.2 million. Not the artwork, because there's obviously nothing, but the receipt that I'm guessing is kind of old got sold for $1.2 million. Again, why?
Welcome to 2022, folks.
What is wrong with rich people? Oh yeah, I just want a piece of paper that is from probably centuries ago that got so. Uh, that's probably just money laundering, but still.
I guess this.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. I'm gonna read this quote here. Okay. This is from the auction catalog. They stated, some have likened the transfer of a zone of sensitivity. So, bullshit words, and the invention of receipts as an ancestor of the NFT. So they're saying that this receipt is an ancestor of the NFT. What kind of bullshit lie are these people feeding rich people? Like, I hope that all that money is going to a good place. Probably not, but
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely not.
I don't understand.
Well, now that we've had some bullshit on the podcast, Devontae here.
Okay,
Listen,
hold on. Florida man saw
oh god.
Spider-Man No Way Home 292 times in theaters.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like something you would do. You can't. You can't call that
If
weird
I
because
had the
that's just
money,
that would
yes.
sound like that. Come on. If you had the money to go sit in the theater and watch No Way Home that many
I
times,
don't know why he stopped at 292.
maybe the fucking movie theaters got tired of seeing his ass.
He said, dude said, if anyone tries to break my record again, I want to. Oh, so this happened before. Said if anyone tries to break my record again, I want them to think twice before attempting it. Oh, cause dude, so dude back in 2019, he attended 191 screenings of Avengers Endgame, but someone
Yeah.
tried to break
What?
his record.
What? I want to know what kind of snacks this man's getting when he's going to see these movies. That's what I want to know.
I hope to God it's something healthy and not like popcorn, bro. Cause dude looks ish. He doesn't look fat. He
He's
doesn't.
definitely he's definitely getting popcorn with mad butter
Look at that.
candy.
Cause that's the dude.
He's wearing a suit. Yeah, he's definitely getting popcorn, bro. He's got the suit.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably.
He's got the suit. He's got the suit.
But like, oh my god, did he at least get other people tickets too? I would hope so.
I
Like,
maybe.
here and there. Obviously, because movie tickets are already expensive, so this guy has money and time.
I mean, there's a lot of people across the planet with too much time on their hands. I'm talking on this podcast right now.
I mean, yeah, for right now. But yeah. Yeah, so that was the weird portion of the podcast.
You want to go on the blanket? All right. Well, now this is the portion of the podcast where Trimmer has to go and entertain his wife because she's on my ass.
Yeah, this is the
Everyone
part where
on the
we end it.
podcast, I have some advice for you. A lot of people say don't get married. I disagree.
Get married, die alone.
And that's all I'm going to say. And shout out to K/Reloaded for having me on the podcast. Shout out to Mr. Forge. It's my dog. Sonny D.
Yeah. It was great having you here. It was really nice. I really enjoyed this podcast. It was actually nice to talk about myself for once, as opposed to, being the interviewer. I was the interviewee this time. I know big words.
Little role reversal.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into that later if you'd like, but anyways. Uh, yeah. Y'all have a great, wonderful Saturday. It was nice being here. Nice talking to you.
We out!
Have a good Saturday. Love y'all.